Glory with the first. What the heck? Hi, Glory. Pokemon in. Good afternoon. How you doing? You okay? Good core keeper stuff at the moment? Nice. I have a whole lot of things to raid today. Oh boy. I have to raid the berries, raid the Leons. And raid weapons. Hi, Ali. We're doing it. Phase 2 Sigma X1 can only be hurt by his weakness. Yeah? His weakness and level 3 charge. You just found an antiverse portal? Whoa, it's crazy. Why is that Ali though? Now I bet a new portal. Pog. 85 stream. Damn. Huge. Thank you, Glory. Because Ninja is doing Buster only X1 through X4? Ah, okay, cool. Good luck to them. It's only X4 Sigma, Reaper Sigma with the cloak. He can only be hurt by fire. So, yeah. That's the one exception. For a Buster only run. Okay, before we get to the meat of today's ratings. I gotta rate the berries. And funny enough, there's not a whole lot of berries. Not a whole lot of berries, I'll tell you that much. Let me just do something here real quick. Remove chat. Over here, the bigger chat source that I have. B. Let me just put a just a random emote. Hey. Kazuya smile. Gek. But yeah, not a whole lot of berries, so I guess we'll just do top 5 berries. I don't even know who, I think it was like Tegni that were deemed to rate the berries. So this was a quick thing to set up. Too bad they're not here. They're gonna miss the berries. So I guess we'll just go up the list because there's only like, this berry here is literally like just GameCube remake berry that got reused in like RE5 and like a pachinko machine or something like that. Wacky. So let's see. Let's just start with concept art. RU1 Barry. He's cool. But I gotta prefer the other ones. I guess he goes into D. I guess we'll keep it like number 5. Then RE1, RE Remake, Barry. He goes into C. Because it's just Barry, but better model and textures, you know? He's cool. Now, RE3 ending, Barry. I really don't want to put. I want to put the like. I want to put them all in like S. Really, what if I just put them all in S? Because we just love Barry. There's not a lot of berries. Barry is not very used, which is annoying. I think I gotta put. I have to put it in a B. As much as I want to put him in S. Actually, no, fuck it. I'll leave him an S. I'll leave him an S. Revelations 2, Barry is on B. Even though he looks really cool, but I gotta put. I gotta put Gaiden Barry. I like A because it's Gaiden Barry, and he just looks funny. Unfortunate, I know. But the RE3 ending Barry is just better. He's just better. It's just how it is. There's really not a whole lot to talk about because there's no Barry. I think from now on I'll just reserve the image, reserve the right to deny lists as they come along. I'll even put it in the redemption description. Now, the other list They got redeemed. Goddamn. Raid the Leons. Raid the Leons. Oh, this is damn stupid ads. I think we gotta play them. Gotta play the ads. Unfortunate. Let's see here. Leon's. I'll try to just rapid fire these. We'll just do them in order. RE2 Remake Leon. He's like best boy. S tier. 10 out of 10. Love him. He's a dork. He's a loser. That one time when he do the clock tower puzzle, and he goes, "Hope I don't have to write a report on this." He's so silly. He is so silly. I love him. Look at him exactly. He's a goofy boy. He's young, and he's silly. We love him. This movie Leon here from that one movie that I did not watch. I don't like him. I didn't watch the movie, and people say the movie sucks, so I don't know what he does, but he's there, and it doesn't look like Leon at all. I'll tell you this is not Leon. This is not him. The movie was bad. Yes. Leon. No, it doesn't. He does not look like Leon. That's not Leon. This is not Leon. D tier. Get out of here. RE4 Leon? RE4 Leon. What can you even say about RE4 Leon that hasn't been said before? Like, literally. Arkham City had a good part of life. Burkers, that's it. Fair enough. Hi, Pastels. I rated the berries. Already. Show you later. Goodness me. It's Katsu with the sub to Glory. Oh my goodness, Glory. Enjoy the sub, my friend. Thank you, Katsu. Much appreciated, my man. Thank you, thank you. Welcome on in. So yeah, RE4 Leon. Just peak Leon. He's the man. He's the guy. I send my right hand to dispose of you. Your right hand comes off? He's such a dork. He's such a dork. Just peak Leon. He's the man. He's the guy. Where's everyone going? Bingo? The classic. That's him. You know what? Let's just pick RE4 Remake Leon as well. I loved RE4 Remake Leon and the voice acting here in Brazil as well. Ah, beautiful. Não esqueci. Love him. This is one of the movies. I did not watch like any of the animated movies. I'll tell you that much. I did not watch it. Well, I watched one. I think it was like.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Jesus Christ, that scared me. Oh, looky. He's like RE6-ish, Leon? This guy here? But yeah, I've always seen like one movie. I think it was like this one? I don't remember the name of the movie. Something darkness? Something fear? Whatever. I like his look. Like that looks like Leon. I could look at that and say, yo, that's Leon. I'll give it like a B. just for vibes. I'm gonna a B for vibes. This one also vibes. He's got like this like vest, I think it is. I'll put him at B as well. Okay. FMV Barry SMH. I could not find him. Sorry. Okay, let's just give FMV Barry. He gets like S tier as well. Bullet vest, yeah, there you go. Okay. So he looks cool. He looks fine. I think this is like one of the Wii games, Dark Side Chronicles or whatever. I give this Leon like an A. Vibes. Here's the name of the moment. That was the one I watched as well. I remember Claire being in it. Animate like little drawn Leon with the mafia costume. Sick. I love this costume. S tier for the costume. What did we? Leon looks, character, or everything. I'm just rating the Leons. The ones that I know, I can rate it on character, like looks, stuff. The ones that I just don't know anything about of like the game he's in, we're just going on looks. We're going on vibes for the most part. RE2? OG RE2 Leon? Like this list I found was pretty much just looks. So I guess we'll just rate them on looks. OG RE2, Leon, FMV. I'll give him like an A. Alright, Leon is perfect when we get to it. Nice. I want to play Iron 9 eventually. I'm avoiding spoilers. And I hear it's being really good. So yeah, that's cool. He's S tier Leon energy. Awesome. Leon in a suit. He's angry. I don't know what's going on here. He's like at a bus? No, he's like, I don't know. This one here, I kind of vibe with his looks. I give it a B. It's not like amazing. It's cool. Hey, now wait. Who do this over here? Yeah, good old Leon. Good old Leon. 808. Comics Leon? What is he like? What? Oh, look at this guy. Look at this Leon. Okay. Look at JoJo. He looks like a JoJo. He does look like a JoJo character. I want to give it an A just because it looks like a JoJo character. Just because it looks like a JoJo character, he goes into A. Manga Leon, like something. Yo, boom. Yeah, exactly. Just add the Japanese characters there. I'm not feeling a lot towards this guy. This one, I guess I'll put him at C. C look, it's fine for this guy, I think. And this one, no, this ain't it, my guy. This one just ain't it. This one ain't it. Like, look at this guy. That's not Leon. He's like another dude. He's just another dude. And then we have like Giga Chad Chin Leon. The fuck is going on? Why is this chin so square? His chin is almost a cube. Look at this thing. That looks so weird. Freaking C. Looks weird. Giga Chad Chin, not for Leon. Even though he's already got a Giga Chad Chin. Train session, I believe it. Resident Evil Gaiden Leon? That is Game Boy Leon. That has to go into S tier, right? Game Boy Leon has to go into S tier. It's Game Boy Leon. Even though it's not Game Boy Leon, it is the Leon in the Game Boy. So he goes into S tier. There's just no discussion. How can you not put that in S tier? Another Leon OG FMV? Not really? A tier because it's just the same? We give him the same rating? Or not? It's almost the same model. Almost. So it's not the president. Lol. I don't. What is this one? I don't know this one. C tier. I don't like the way he's looking at me. Mugshot Leon. It's just Mugshot Leon. Like, look at this. He's just. Yeah, he's there. Now this is Giga Chad Leon. Why is Leon in the monogamy with Riz? Because that's what he does. That's just what he do. This guy's Riz out of his mind. Look at this. Freaking A tier. Anyway, no, Leon wasn't in Code Veronica. Chris was in Code Veronica. Which Leon is this? This one of the movies. I think this is the Leon from the movie that I watched. I think. I don't know. Manga? Another manga Leon? This looks like from the same drawer, from the same drawing art style that made from the Dino Crisis manga. He looks cool. I like this art style. A tier as well. Other movie Leon? What do we think about this guy, Leon? What do we think about this Leon, Chad? What do we think about this Leon, Chad? About this Chad, Leon? Bootleg Leon, you mean? He does look like pretty bootleg Leon. Oh, boy, Leon! I mean, if you just fix the hair, you could maybe look at this and say, yo, that's probably Leon. So I guess it goes to C.
That's disgusting.
You could put, it's like he's better than this guy at least. Because you can't like fix his hair. If you just fix his hair a bit and squint, you could probably see Leon. So I'll give him a C rank. RE6 Leon? I don't remember much of RE6 Leon, but I do like his jacket that he wears at the start. So I guess like S tier. He tries to be funny. He's a funny man. Good thing in 6? Okay. And then we have Leon, like, infected with the G virus. He looks sick. It's something that happened in one of the comics. Like, he infects himself and becomes, like, a tyrant or whatever. He gets his eye on the chest. Looks cool. He's like A. I'll give him an A because it looks cool. I like him. Basically, he's basically William. Pretty much. I don't know. It's like one of the things in the comics. I don't remember the story exactly. He just infects himself to protect someone, I guess, for some reason. Just happened like that. Yeah, Leon's S2. Yes, we give it on honorary S2 to AI Leon. But hey, there you go. We rated the berries and we rated the Leons. Get ready, chat, because now we're gonna rate the weapons. We're gonna rate weapons. This is where we get to the meat. The meat of the list. The list and list. Now, I'm gonna say it's not every single weapon yet. It's not all of them. I'm not gonna do this in one go. It's too many. There are just too many things to rate. So what I did, for now, we only have the X weapons. X weapons and techniques, because this is my area of expertise. It's the ones that I can rate better. We're going to do this in parts. For now, we just have the X weapons, and then later I'm going to add the classic, and then the legends, zeros, the X, all that fun stuff. And so it has to be multiple. It has to be multiple. It has to be multiple. We'll do presentation mode. So here we go, chat. From 1, we're rating them from 10 out of 10 to 1. And we're gonna rate all the Mega Man X weapons. Like I said, it's the series that I know the best, that I can give like my better explanations and opinions for. And then later, we'll keep adding to them. And we start, of course, with our good old reliable default X-Buster. Of course, it's the X-Buster. Can't do much with it. You got your lemons, your charge shots. Good, reliable. Will never let you down. This will be our primer. The X-Buster is our 6 out of 10. This is our primer for like the rating of the weapons here. We're gonna rate them on everything. And the X-Buster, our default, the primer, of course, it's a 6. It's a 6, not just a 5, because the charge shots is really, really good. Because the charge shots, once you kill and when the charge shot kills, it keeps on going. And that is not something that a lot of other games do. Only because of that feature of the charge shot, it gets a 6 out of 10. And not just a 5. There's a lot of weapons, so I'm going to try to just rapid fire a lot of this. We're going to play a vibe. Look at the sprites. You're free to play a vibe. Whatever that means. Next, X1 Armor Charge. X1 Armor Charge, not as good as you might think. It's great against the common enemies, but against bosses, I think it just does the same amount of damage as like the regular charge shot. I'm pretty sure. But it looks really cool. I'll give it like a 7 out of 10. It's great against the, like I said, it's great against the common enemies, especially up close, because you have that flare, which deals like continuous damage, plus the charge shot itself. It's pretty good, but not great against bosses. Homing torpedo is also really good. It's quite slow, but that's the trade-off for, you know, a homing weapon that you don't need to aim. It has a lot of ammo. You can only have 2 of them on screen at a time, but like it will hit its targets. That's something it will do. The charge version is whatever, but homing torpedo is definitely like an 8 out of 10 for me. It's slow, it's reliable, a lot of ammo. It's especially good against like bats and stuff. Not a whole lot of damage, but like I said, lots of ammo. Really, really solid weapon. Chameleon Sting, I think it's also an 8. You call 10 out of 10 material Chameleon Sting? I can see the argument for a 10 out of 10. Shoots 3 things in 3 directions. It can do a lot of damage if you hit all 3. The charge just makes you straight up invincible for a couple seconds. I can see the argument for a 10 out of 10, but I don't think it's there quite yet. Even though I think it could be. I might change this. But for now, I'm gonna leave it at a 9. I'll leave it at 9. This might change. I'll consider putting Chameleon at a 10, but I want to leave the 10 out of 10 for, like, you know, the best weapons. Plus, there's a little, like, delay here. When you shoot the thing, it's not, like, immediate. All 3 projectiles, there's, like, a little animation of them splitting up. So that's something to consider as well. So we'll leave it at 9 here for a while. Rolling Shield. Rolling Shield by itself is like pretty mid, because you shoot a projectile that's like quite slow and it rolls around it just rolls along the ground. It's actually a shield, so it will eat up projectiles. But the charge version, you literally just shield yourself. It eats up the weaker enemies like crazy, so you can just like keep going. It actually protects you against projectiles. But the base weapon itself is kind of whatever. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage. And it's really most used for the charge. But it's a really good charge. I'm debating on like this is like a 7 out of 10? Maybe an 8? For me, it's a 7. For me, it's a 7 because I don't really use it much. I only use it when it's like convenient. It's a very convenient weapon to have, and mainly just the charge version. So I think a 7 is fine. Yo, Raiden! Thanks for the raid! Welcome on in, everybody. How was stream? $55 last hour, not going any lower? Dang, GG's though, 55, that's pretty cool. 3 hours of himself, 3 hours? Oh my god. Because most cases is outdone by community vulnerability. Yeah. Like, you would rather just go completely invincible for a few seconds than the shield that's permanent, but gets, like, just, destroyed by an enemy with enough health. Or any, like, invulnerable projectile that you just can't eat up. So, in most cases, you just rather just run along with Chameleon Sting charge. A lot of moaning and sighing. Dang. It'd be like that. Alright. Fire Wave. I am honestly not a huge fan of Fire Wave. I'm gonna be completely real. It's pretty strong. It is really strong. It has its uses, but I'm just really not a fan of it. The charge version is whatever. You just keep holding the button, and you keep it's just a flamethrower that you can't like manipulate in any way. It doesn't have a whole lot of range, and the charge is whatever. It packs a punch, but I honestly don't quite like it. Like honestly, just want to give Fire Wave like a 5. That's only me though. Storm Tornado. As much as I want to put Storm Tornado at 10, I almost don't. I don't just want to give it a 10. As much as I would like to give it a 10, I don't think it gets a 10. Storm Tornado is great because you just shoot the tornado, it grows and it's just dealing damage. Like, I know it's Storm Tornado. I know it's fantastic. I know it's great. And it pretty much just replaces my Buster. But I don't know, man. Do I just give in? Give it a 10? The charge is just whatever, but who cares about the charge? It goes vertical and it's okay. Do I just give in? Do I put it at 10? Do I just put Storm Tornado at 10? Storm Tornado is the 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10. It's Storm Tornado. It's just Storm Tornado. The charge doesn't matter. The charge, yeah, it doesn't matter. The young charge is so good. Storm Tornado is a 10 out of 10. It's just Storm Tornado. Storm Tornado is just better for Fire Wave, even though Fire Wave can kill some enemies faster than Storm Tornado. Gravity bosses, yeah. It's Storm Tornado. Storm Tornado. It just gets a 10. It's just a 10 out of 10. But it's Storm Tornado. It's just Storm Tornado. They're really early. You can get it really early. That you can. Because it's Storm Tornado. It's just Storm Tornado wins by virtue of being Storm Tornado. Because it's just Storm Tornado. Enough about Storm Tornado. Electric Spark. Kinda sucks. Electric Spark kinda sucks. You shoot a slow spark thing that splits into like two directions when it hits a wall. It's not that strong. The charge is honestly pretty good. But like, why would you use this? It's just not. Why would you use Electric Spark? You know, out of principle of wanting to use it, that's fine. It's like, but it's really only like a 4. I'll give it a 4. Hey, we have a how to stay with buzzing but one is that bad. It's trigger the movement. Yeah, it's really not that bad. It's really not that bad. But Spark is really only useful for Armadillo and Sigma 1, even then. Boomerang Cutter. Boomerang Cutter is interesting. It's a boomerang. You can shoot 3 of them. They pick up items. It's very much more of a utility weapon than a damage weapon. Really? Because you just use it to pick up stuff. It is really good against the boss. the boss is strongest, Chameleon, because he just gets looped. The charge, you think the charge is viable? I don't think the charge is viable. The charge is just kind of whatever, if you ask me. You can get Chameleon stun locked pretty easily. I don't think it's like the worst damage, I want to say, even. And it does its job. And if it returns to you, you recover the animal. So technically, you have infinite uses of a boomerang cutter if it does return to you, without hitting anything else. I give boomerang cutter like a 6. It's fine. It's like a 6. It does the thing that you use it for. Pick up items. And you can use it for like the funny, you know, phantom grab shenanigans. So that's pretty cool. But you know, that's like high level speedrunning, glitching bullshit that we're not really counting here. I think a 6 out of 10 is valid for Boomerang Cutter. Boomerang Cutter gets a 6. Shotgun Ice. Everybody's favorite, like everybody's first weapon when playing X1 is Shotgun Ice, because I have to go through Penguin Stage to get Dash. And a debatable 8? Shotgun Ice is an 8? I don't know. It can be good. When it hits, you shoot the ice and it just like spreads backwards. And you can hit things like that are like, you know, you can do some fun things with it. The charge is fun. You create the ice sled. And it can move around it and it just like kill stuff. Yeah, reveal for Kwanger. Those are good points. But the weapon itself is kind of lackluster, even though it is good in the situation that it is. I don't think it's an 8. I don't think it's an 8. I think 8 is too high, if you ask me. I think it's at least a 7. I think it's at least a 7 for the uses that it has. I think it's at least a 7. Me personally, I don't really mind or really like Shotgun Ice. It can be good when you get like really close to like a pretty tanky enemy, and you get hit it like multiple times. But like, why would you do that when you could have like, you know, just Storm Tornado or even the X1 charge, you know? I think it's just a 7. I think Shotgun Ice gets 7 out of 10. Solid 7. It's fine. Hadouken though. How am I gonna rate the? How am I gonna rate the Hadouken? Because it's a secret weapon that just one-shots everything, and you need to have full health to do it. Can only be used on the ground. It does one-shot everything. Do I even rate the Hadouken? Is the question. How much benefits do you, I guess? It's 6. Yeah, because Hadouken is really like, sure, it one-shot stuff, but it's really nothing special. You have to be grounded. For one, you have to be grounded. You have to be at full health. The projectile is kind of slow, and it's not that big. It's better in Maverick Hunter X because in Maverick Hunter X it's faster and it can kill Final Sigma with it. This thing can't even one-shot Final Sigma. So for what it is, it's like a 6. I give it a 6. even though it is the one-shot weapon, it's very limited. You can use it to like bypass a lot of the boss rush. Okay, a lot of using it. Shoryu, I think that the Shoryuken is better. Spoiler: the Shoryuken is better. Is better than Hadouken. But moving on. X2 armor charge. 10 out of 10. X2 armor charge, 10 out of 10. It's just double charge shot. And the second charge shot ignores iframes. So you can just shoot. Ignore iframes of bosses. Just shoot it. Doesn't matter. Soft stock charge? Pretty much. I mean, it kind of is just a stock charge. Technically speaking. Because you can shoot, and you can hold it for a bit, and then shoot it and hold the charge. You can hold on to the second one. And it allows for neon jumping. It allows for neon jumping. Like, there's not a whole lot to say here. It's just the double charge shot. This shot deals a lot of damage, ignores the boss's iframes, so you can just shoot it right after the first one. You can hold on to it for, if you want to be more accurate, neon jumping. It's just, beautiful. Sick. No complaints. Giga Crush. Kinda mid. I mean, let's be real here. This is not a thing that you use for the boss. You use for, like, the lesser enemies. You know? When you can use it. If you can use it. The animation is sick. Otherwise, yeah. It's perfect against Sergei's because it just, destroys the cannons in one go. Because this is not like one big damage attack. It's like one damage value, like hitbox across the screen for like 5 seconds or something. It's really not the best thing, but I like the animation. The animation is cool. I like the animation. I like when it go kaboom and destroy Circus thing with this is very satisfying. I'm gonna give it at least a 6 just because I like the animation. I'm gonna give it a 6 because I like the animation. How good it is, yes, that is true. But I give it a 6 because I like the animation. Crystal Hunter. Let's move on with Crystal Hunter. Crystal Hunter, shoot a projectile thingy that freezes like the smaller enemies. Rebounces, like just bounces off whatever else is, if something is bigger or just immune to it. To make a platform. It's a pretty cool weapon. We learned recently that the charged version of this can make you skip a whole lot of stuff. So that's cool. It can come in clutch when you're like, being surrounded by small enemies. You just freeze them. It's pretty cool. But not a not accounting the skip, the charge version is just ass. You slow down time, which would be cool if it didn't slow you down yourself. Oh, but I give Crystal Hunter like a solid 7. It's fine. It's cool. It's cool. You can do some cool shenanigans with it as well. Bubble Splash, though. Bubble Splash, though. Bubble Splash sucks. Just say it right now. Bubble Splash sucks. Even the charge is like, whatever. You make a bubble shield, but the bubbles, like... you need to wait for them to spawn even? When they do? Like, Bubble Splash is only like a 3. You're really only using Bubble Splash against fucking Flame Stag and Violin. That's it. You're not using this for... You're not using anything else for this. Like, it's not a 1 or a 2, because at least it's funny when you use charged... When you use charged, Bubble Splash against Violin, or Stag, and you can just like stay close to them and they just keep stun hunt or something. So like I give it a 3 because the weapon itself is just not that good. You would put Silkshot much higher? I would put Silkshot much higher because Silkshot is actually pretty nice. Insert rooms. That's cool. The problem with Silkshot is that, for me at least now that I'm very speedrun coded, I only get I only get Silkshot at like... Silkshot is literally the last weapon you get in the route on 90% because you kill everything and leave Moth for last. So you don't really use it much across the stages, but it does get a lot of use in the final stages. In like Violent stage, we use it against the things that pulls the walls. In Surrogate stage, it's like vital for the climb at the start. It kills those like wheel knight enemy thingies, whatever. You know, those garbage guys that like walk around in a wheel. It kills those things in like one shot, which honestly is pretty good. And if you're able to angle like the... What is it called? The debris correctly? Like, it can come in clutch. I give it like a 6. And it has like the Easter egg for like changing properties in the in some stages. Like it becomes a crystal ball in Crystal Cave. It becomes just some leaves and it's worthless. And it's worthless in freaking, what was it? Sponge stage? But most of the time, it's gonna be pretty useful when you actually experiment and use it. So I think it's actually a pretty good weapon overall. Spin Wheel though. Spin Wheel I want to say is like an 8. For what it is, for some reason, Spin Wheel just like shreds literally everything. It shreds everything. And it's just a goddamn wheel. Like, no matter what, this thing will kill in like 2 hits. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. The charge shot version, you shoot like a thing that goes in all 8 directions. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it has a slow startup. But like, the spin wheel is like so overpowered. It's kind of insane. It's kind of insane. Tell me the butt skip isn't that hard? It really isn't. You just use charge speed butter. But spin wheel is just like a good weapon that you can reliably use. Sonic Slicer, not so much. I like Sonic Slicer, but that's mainly the charge version of Sonic Slicer. When you do like you release the slicer that go upwards and they come down and just like shreds whatever hits. It's pretty cool. Base version is just like you shoot the thing and it bounces off, which can be useful, I guess, but it's nothing great. Fisher, and it goes fish. It does. And I think that's why I put it like a 7. I give it a 7 for Sonic Slicer, mainly because the charge is so useful. You can get a lot. You get a lot of mileage out of Charge Slicer. Strike Chain is weird though, because Strike Chain would be better if it was more consistent, because a lot of times you'll just shoot the charge, you just shoot the chain. And sometimes you just won't get pulled, like, at all. It just won't happen. For some reason. It's hard to rate this because you can get a lot of cool movement with it, but it's so hard. And it sometimes just doesn't even work. It sometimes just doesn't even work. I give it like a 6. Because it requires, like, a lot. Did it give me? Yeah. Strike Chain is the definition of finicky. Like, it just doesn't work sometimes. You can stun lock Gator, which is cool. Really hard, but it's really cool. And there's not really... we do some pretty cool, like, chain movement. But especially with, like, the charge chain, which is slightly better. But you need a lot of practice with this to, like, for it to be really, really good. So I give it like a 6. Could be a 5, but I think 6 is fine because once you do learn it, it's really good. Magnemine. Magnemine. I think I like Magnemine. I think it's a pretty good weapon, if you ask me. It can be slow. No, it can't be slow. It is pretty slow. But you can aim it up or down. And like the explosion, when it explodes, it's a hitbox. And that hitbox lingers. It keeps on lingering for a while, even after the animation is over. It's a continuous hitbox, so it keeps hitting things. The charge version, you shoot a small black hole, which is slower than the base shot, but it pulls in certain projectiles, and if it keeps eating enough projectiles, it gets bigger. Which is cool. Magnemine, I think, is like a 7. Magnemine is a 7 for me. I really like it. You'd be surprised the amount of mileage you can get out of Magnemine if you try that. Speedburner. I'm debating 9 or 8. I'm gonna give it a 9 though. I give Speedburner a 9. At a base, shoot a projectile. If it's on the ground, it creates like little blazes on the ground, little trails, which lag the game like crazy, but they deal damage. But the main thing about the Speedburner, charge Speedburner. Charge Speedburner, you do like a big fire dash, which makes you pretty much almost invincible, I want to say. You're almost invincible. You can go through enemies, but I think if you go through like a something that would just bounce the shot, you get hit still. But that's not the point. The point is that it's probably the fastest practical movement you can get on the ground. The charge version, you travel a really good distance on the ground, and in the air you can air dash, release the charge Speedburner, and air dash again. You can get a triple dash with this thing. It's crazy. Not to mention if you just like roll off a ledge with the speed burner dash, you keep that speed, which we do that in the bubble crab stage during the speed run. We get the heart, we dash backwards, and we keep that momentum going to get to the platform of the sub tank. And we use it like the entire speed run. Speed burner is probably the most used weapon in the speed run because it's just so good. Easy 9, almost a 10. It's almost a 10. But I think 9 fits it. Shoryuken though. Shoryuken, a lot better of a weapon than Hadouken. The input is harder, but consider this. When you use the Shoryuken, you're completely invincible. You are so invincible, you're invincible even over the game itself. If you try to use it during the, like, when you would start the cutscene for Zero, where X would just go into position, like, the game can't take control of X, can't take control away from X while he's doing the Shoryuken. That's how crazy it is. Plus, while it's not a total insta-kill, it's not an insta-kill, just like Hadouken. It doesn't deal like a set amount of damage. You have to hit this, and it deals like damage over time with the like ignoring frames. So you have to be like in a certain position. You have to do some position shenanigans. It does damage per frame. Exactly, it does damage per frame, which is sick. You can only do it grounded and while full health, but I think Shoryuken gets at least an 8. I think Shoryuken gets at least an 8 out of 10. Shoryuken is so cool, in fact, that before we found the skip, the Crystal Hunter charge skip, we used to get everything to get Shoryuken because it was so much faster for the boss rush. I'm pretty sure it had bigger hitbox. Oh, it definitely has a bigger hitbox than Hadouken. It definitely has. So that too. So even in the 80% speed run, we were collecting everything just to get Shoryuken for the boss rush. And, you know, agile, I guess, because we get an agile stage. So just sick weapon. I give it an 8. The move's so good, it turned 80% into pseudo 100%. Pretty much. Pretty much. Moving on to X3. X3 armor charge. People don't like the X3 armor charge. They don't like the combined shot. I do, however. And then Mendizro. Try 100 is probably it's hard to do. It's very hard to do. So yeah. AI charge is goated though. It is, but people don't like it. People don't like the X3 armor charge shot. It's not as useful. It's not as good as X2 armor charge. That's like a fact. That is a fact. It's not as good as this, but this is so cool. It's so cool, dude. It's a great day. You can still Neon. We can still Neon. And you can. You don't need to do the combined shot. You can't just release the first shot and then the second one and not combine them. But the X3 charge is so cool. It is so cool. I give it at least a 7 just because it's cool. It's so cool. Most people don't like X3 charge shot, but I do, and Ali also does. Acid Burst, however, is it's not in. You shoot an acid ball that splits into two other balls of acid that deal less damage. I'm pretty sure. You charge and you shoot two bouncing acid balls. It's great against the stupid Ninja Star mini bots in in what's it called? Blast Hornet stage. But that's the burst, I think only gets like a 2. Like, this weapon sucks. It's all about the 2s. You can shoot 2 balls of acid. The charge shot releases 2 balls of acid. It splits into 2 on both sides, so it's 4. It's a 2 out of 10. 2 for each ball. Honestly, who thought this was a good idea? Parasitic Bomb, though. I don't know the opinions around, like, a lot of X3 weapons. And especially Parasitic Bomb. But if you ask me, Parasitic Bomb is actually really, really good. It's at least a 7. It's at least a 7. Or maybe a 6. I can give it a. I might even want to give it a 6 because it's just like on small enemies, it's fantastic. But there's a lot of like big enemies that you just can't use it on. Hi Tadashi. Fine day Sundays. It's quite a fine day Sunday indeed. How's it going, Tadashi? Give pats. I'm rating weapons. I'm actually rating all the weapons. Part 1. X-Series weapons and techniques. Let's talk about Parasitic Bomb. Right, Parasitic Bomb. On small enemies, it just grabs them and drags them onto like the closest enemy and explodes them. It's so good. On bigger enemies though, it just like deals a pitiful amount of damage. So it's really not that good. The charge itself is also just, you know, you have 4 lock-ons and you shoot little bees that will home in on where the lock-on enemy has. So it's like, okay. I think 6 is fine for Parasitic Bomb. I like it. You're good? I'm good too. I had foods. I'm good. So it seems strong. It is. That's why it's a 10 out of 10. That's why it's a 10 out of 10. Triad Thunder. Triad Thunder is a 9. It's almost a 10. Triad Thunder is almost a 10. And it could be a 10. But I think it's at least a 9. It's at least a 9. Come on, man. Triangle Thunder thingies. You don't stop for nothing when using the weapon if you keep mashing the button. If you keep mashing the button, they will cycle. They will like invert positions. So you can just keep it going so long as it doesn't hit like something that is really strong. And the damage it deals is crazy. The charge is whatever, but just base Triad Thunder is so goated. You can just keep it going, and if you just have like a line of weaker enemies, this thing just shreds everything. It's so good. It's so good. Spinning Blade, my beloved, is also a 9. It's also a 9. Doesn't seem like much. Try again. Mobs. That's fair. You'd argue Spinning Blade is a 10? You would argue Spinning Blade is a 10? Okay, how would Spinning Blade be a 10? How is it a 10? It is my favorite weapon. Hi, Grumpy. Oh, Chip! It's Chip, the chicken TV! Chip! Big Goosey Raid. Holy but Jesus, Chip! Thank you for the raid. Is this Mega Man? We're raiding all the Mega Man X weapons. Yes, I'm raiding all the Mega Man weapons, but today... So, when I say all Mega Man weapons, I mean all Mega Man weapons. But we're starting with Mega Man X, which is like my strong suit. And then we'll add the other series as we move along. As we charge our S tier, right? It's a 7 out of 10. It's not better than X2 charge shot, but I like it. It's great. It's a matter where enemy. It has a price be. You but Simon be. Plus, it doesn't use much energy. True, that's true. And plus, they just deal a whole lot. Like, they don't look like much, but these things do a lot of damage. These things do a lot of damage. It's like, it's crazy. But how is Stream Chip? What were you doing? Okay, you convinced me, Ali. Spinning Blade is a 10. Spinning Blade, my beloved, you're a 10. It's a 10 out of 10. Good old 10 out of 10. My favorite weapon in X3, by far. Resi Dusty's 9. Nothing much. Being a scaredy cat. Lovely. Hope you have fun. No spoilers, please. I want to play it eventually. I'm gonna raise X5 A as well. Yes, they're all here, and even the Game Boy games that I haven't played. So I'll just have to look. I'll have to watch them in action. Spoil Residents are evil. That said, slash ban Chip the Chicken TV. Experience ruined. This guy. Holy Omega lol. Yes. You guys weren't here before, but I'm rating every single Mega Man weapon. So we're gonna do classic. We're gonna do legends. I have to do like Zero and ZX. I don't know about the Battle Network and Star Force, Ali. Do I have to include those as well? Malicious Tenant. Where's Biden number 9? Not here. Not touching VR Star Force? Alright. Because those are weird? Thank you. Good to know. that honestly like just reduced a lot of weight in my shoulder. What the fuck is the emo name? Is the emo name? What? Have you not seen any 70V emotes with big, long name emotes? Hold on. There's a good one. Where is? There's that one that's really, really long. Yeah, whatever. It does 9 more lists. Oh my fucking god. About 100 cartridge game plus advanced combo? Yeah, okay. That would actually be insane. Hey, the best boss. Nigga, number one, Nightmare Mother. Fuck yeah, baby. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. We got a bit sidetracked. Ray Splasher. Not the worst thing. It's not that good, but it's not the worst thing ever. I want to say it's just like a 5. I only mainly use it for bosses, but you know, it's like I give it a 5. Honestly, I think it's fine. If you ask me, I don't use it a lot, but I have used it before, and it's fine. It's okay. There's really not a whole lot. You just it shoots sparkles that deal damage. The charge, you shoot a thing that goes in and keeps shooting in a lot of directions. You can multi-hit bosses with it, which is fine. Actually, I'm gonna bring it down to a 4 because I actually don't use it like a few times. So it's just okay. It's pretty like low mid. Ray Splasher. Gravity Well, though. In randomizers, when everything can be weak to Gravity Well is absolutely busted. Broken weapon. But unfortunately, it's not everything that's weak to Gravity Well. And most things is like... It's most of the game that's not weak to Gravity Well. Thank you for Patrick Grumpy. Go, Cody Sunday. Thank you, Grumpy. Go have EPs. Pat Grumpy. Why people hug. Gravity Well is only mainly used for like Blast Hornet and smaller enemies like airborne enemies. So I give it I'll give it like a 4. I give it a 4 because at least there's like a lot of smaller airborne enemies that you can use it on, because you just shoot it and then things on the screen just start dying when they are vulnerable to it. So that's something. The charge just, you know, I don't know, throws them into space. I think it's okay when you can actually use it, but unfortunately you don't get to use it much, and that's a problem. Frost Shield though. Frost Shield is actually pretty good. Doesn't look like much, but just like Spinning Blades, this deals of like some pretty substantial damage against those stupid things that block your way that go upwards and make like a wall. Like this kills them in one hit. If it hits a wall, it becomes like a thing on the ground that still hurts things. The charge, if you want to use it, is also alright. It eats projectiles, just like Rolling Shield, but it's more limited than Rolling Shield in the front. But I give Frost Shield like at least a 6. At least a 6. It's better than it looks. It's better than it looks. In Volt Catfish stage, it's so good against those things that just like stick to the wall and shoot those sparks. Those weird crab things or whatever they are. Also kills them in one hit. So yeah, it's honestly a pretty good weapon. Actually, I'll bump it up to a 7. I'll bump it up to a 7 because I like Frost Shield. I think it's good. Tornado Fang though. Tornado Fang is more of a utility weapon, honestly, because you mainly only use it to like break walls. It's useful against bite. And what was the boss against? Volt Catfish. It's useful against bite and Volt Catfish. That's about it. So I think as a weapon, it's only like it's. I could give it a 5, but it's really only used for like. It's only used as like a key of some sort. It's really nothing special. So I'll actually give it a 3. I'll actually just give it a 3 because against enemies it's just whatever, you know. It's just pretty whatever. Beam Saber, the Sea Saber though. Goated? At least an 8. It's at least an 8? But I want to bump it up to a 9. It's not a one-shot. It's not a one-shot like Shoryuken or Hadouken. But you don't need to be at full health. If you use it like without having the arm parts, it won't shoot the actual beam. But the Saber Swing itself deals a lot of damage. You can use it in the air. Huge boost to utility. With Hypercharge, it shreds things. So it's like not a one-shot, but it's still better than those two because you can use it in the air and you don't need to be full charge. You don't need to be full health. Oh, it's still 16 damage. That's literally that. The bosses have 32 health, so that's literally just half the boss's health. Sort of one shot, pretty much. Beam Saber is just like really fucking good. And you don't even need to collect like every single thing ever. All you need is to keep Zero alive, kill Vile, and defeat that mosquito mini boss thing with Zero, and you get the thing. You don't even need to have. You don't need any other prerequisites. You don't need to go through the entire game to get it, unlike these two. So that's also like a plus to it. And then we move on to X4, the stock charge. 9? 10? An armor run can have it. You can have it in an armor run. Not the stock charge though. The stock charge is like, it's debatable. Like, that'll depend on opinion, but I think stock charge is the 10. It's a 10 out of 10. Just charge, just have 4 charge shots ready to go whenever you want. That's it. They might not be that big, and they may not deal like too much damage, but they're stronger than you think. They are definitely stronger than you think. There's not much I can say. It's just it's just really fucking good. Like, if this wasn't so overpowered, you just keep 4 charge shots for yourself. Just 4 charge shots. And if you don't want to wait for too long, you get at least 2. The third one is there. You can stop at any time. It's only upside with the stock charge. Stubster! Howdy, Stub. We're rating all the Mega Man weapons, starting with Mega Man X. And we're doing pre-week 2? Hell no, I'm not. I am not ready for DMC 2. I'm not ready for DMC 2. XPP, I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for anything else in the Demon Pre of real. But Stock Charge. It's just a 10 out of 10. It's so good. It's gonna be scary. Oh, it will. But the Plasma Charge. The Plasma Charge. I think Plasma Charge also gets a 10. But it could also be a 9. This is a hard decision. It's hard to rate them. I think Platinum Shot like shares a spot with Stock Charge. If I'm gonna give Platinum Charge like a 9, it's gonna be because the armor piece is not the same color as the whole color shenanigans of the armor piece would be like the one detriment for having Plasma Shot. But this thing is insane. It's a bigger projectile than even the base charge shot. It deals more damage than your base charge shot. It leaves the plasma ball to damage whatever, like, to finish off the enemy. It's not so useful against bosses, but it's still pretty good. It literally goes through everything. Like, even the enemies that are like invincible and stuff, the things that would just block your shots, Plasma Shot just goes through it. So that's a plus. So both arms gets a 10 out of 10. Good stuff, X4. Nova Strike is also a dude. X4 just had like the goated arm piece, like the goated armor abilities. It really just did. It's not, you know, a Giga Crush. It's not like a full screen clear of the enemies, but like, dude, the Nova Strike is so cool. Had the trifecta of peak. It really did. It really did. You give me an invincible dash that shreds through everything. It combos into itself. You can use like the scuffed iframes from the bosses and just like also shred them with Nova Strike. Spider quick kill. Owl quick kill. Freaking Gurno has some scuffed iframes as well. You can abuse it. You can hit him multiple times with Nova. It's great for movement as well. It's fast. It can get refilled by like energy and health pickups. Dude, the Nova Strike is just insane. They went all out with it. And if you're using ultimate armor, you can use it. You can use it just however times you like. Super OP, really, really good. Love the Nova Strike. Love the Nova Strike. Lightning Web. Lightning Web is not a power weapon. It's a utility weapon. You shoot a web. You shoot a web that you can use to wall jump off, giving you effectively a double jump. The charge, we don't talk about the charge. You just shoot like a web that grows into other webs and just do web. It just goes webs. It's really not useful. Damage is not there. you just use lightning web for like a wall for a double jump, which is pretty useful if you ask me. Weapon tier list? Yes, weapon tier list. Hello, Thane. Oh, come on in. I give it at least like a 7, right? I think lightning web gets a 7. You kind of have to be like you have to get your positioning right, because you shoot a projectile and it just goes through like a fixed distance before it turns into the web for you to wall jump off. The positioning has to be kind of on the spot if you want to make good use of it. But when you can get use, you can get some pretty good use out of lightning web. Pretty good weapon. Frost Tower is like fine. How would I rate Frost Tower though? You summon the ice thing around you. It's effectively your shield weapon. Again, it deals damage like over time. If it's like, you know, hitting an enemy, it keeps on hitting them. The charge it looks cool. It's very useful against Vernal, if anything. I give Frost Tower like a 5. Because when you use it, you cut all your momentum to do the animation of him summoning the ice thing itself. The charge, while it looks cool, it's just, yeah. It's useful against the mini boss in Split Mushroom stage. If you don't skip it. Assuming you don't skip it with X, because you can do it with Nova Strike and Lightning Web or Rising Fire. It's pretty good there, too. But it's just fine. I just use it when it's convenient to do so. This is okay. Soul Body, though. Soul Body, though. Huh. Soul Body is definitely not the best. It's definitely not the best thing ever. It's a weapon of all time. You just summon this like double here, and then just deals damage over time on things while it's out, and it will disappear eventually. It doesn't stay out for too long, and if you get hit while the clone is out, it just cancels itself as well. So, where? The charged version is, it's at least like a cool idea. You summon a clone, then you take control of the clone while it's out. It also doesn't last long, but at least it's a cool idea. The clone is base X only. It doesn't come with the armor when you have the armor equipped, and it can't charge shot, and it also can't charge shot. The only thing the clone can do is lemons. Like, okay. So I give Soul Body like a... I'm gonna give it a 4. I'll give it a 4, only because it's like Sigma Gunner weakness, and it can literally just one cycle him if he doesn't do the end, and you hover in front of him. And if you have Soul Body before Water Stage, it's pretty useful in the ice block section. It'll just like shred the blocks for you. But other than that, it's really like nothing special. Plus, it breaks it breaks Peacock's balls in the first part of the stage. So I would put it at a 5, but honestly, that's not enough. I think a 4 is just fine. It's just a 4. I think. I'm personally not a big fan of Soul Body. Rising Fire is cool though. You just shoot a fire projectile upwards, vertically. So it's good for the enemies that are above you, of course. It's not a lot of damage, but the charge version does way more damage than it. You just do a Shoryuken, but it's not like the Shoryuken of X2. It doesn't just do like damage every frame and shreds everything. No, it's like if Shoryuken was an actually balanced weapon. It's great for vertical movement, especially in Mushroom Stage. It's pretty useful. So I give Rising Fire at least like a 6. It's at least a 6. Almost a 7. But I'll keep it at 7. I'll give it a 7 actually. Because it does what it's trying to do. It's an upwards projectile that does the job. Hit things above you. It's just how it is. The charge is good. So I give it a 7. If only because the Rising Fire itself, the projectile, could do a little bit more damage. It's not the best damage out there, but it does its job, and that's what matters. Okay, angle attack. Somebody horizontal attack. And then upshoot is not easy. Yeah, it is. Pretty good. Ground Hunter is for hitting enemies below you, like those small enemies that just avoid the like below you, or that are too small for you to hit. It's a pretty good weapon. Damage is kind of solid. Charged version shoots a thing that shoots like a bigger projectile that you can press up or down to shoot other smaller projectiles as it goes along before it vanishes. So it has that going for it as well. So I think Ground Hunter is also a 7. So I have upwards coverage, and I have a downwards coverage as well. So that's pretty cool. You get some use out of Ground Hunter if you try. Dude, I really need some water right now. Hold on, Chad. Let me BRB. Been talking too much. Need some water. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Ugh. There's a lot of talk. There's a lot more talking to do. Let's get this going. Oh, let's keep this going. Where was I? Oh yeah, Ground Hunter. Good weapon. Solid. 7 out of 10. Amy Laser. Amy Laser just... Ricky! It's the Ricky! Ricky. Fast Ricky. I'm ready the weapons. And start to say hi, I go, we come back. Okay. Perfect. Pet. Haba, pet. Thank you, Ricky. Haba. Ratings. We're rating. I love tier lists. Well, here's more tier lists for you. Amy Laser. In theory, extra pats. Oh boy. Yay. I love pats. Got pats. In theory, Amy Laser should be great. But it kind of isn't. So what it does is you have like a reticle in front of you, and it can move up and down, and it can set up to 3 targets. And when you do, you can press the weapon button to shoot a laser that will go to shoot like a laser that will hit those enemies, and only those enemies. In theory, that's really cool. But in practice, a lot of the enemies are invulnerable to it. A lot of enemies are invulnerable to it. The charge, admittedly, is pretty cool. The charge is admittedly pretty cool. But the charge has a problem that the only like part of the charge shot that hits is the very tip of it. Which sure, it's pretty big. It's a pretty big hitbox for what it is, but it's not big enough. It shreds through stuff, but I don't think it's enough to land it like even like above a 5 even. Even above a 5, I don't think it's anything above a 5. That's being generous for me, at least. Can't say the same for Double Cyclone though. It has like the same issue as Amy Laser. A lot of enemies that you would want to use it on just are immune to it. Like the amount of enemies that are immune to Double Cyclone is crazy. The charge version is also just whatever. It just shoots like both sides of you. On both sides, it shoots like a tornado on both sides. That's not that much better than like the base projectiles. So like honestly, Double Cyclone is only like a 3. It's like it's only a 3. I can't give it more. It's so bad. And the projectile will just move upwards. But we already have a weapon to hit enemies above us. Rising Fire. So it just gets outclassed by the same by a weapon in the same game. It's insane. Twin Slasher though. Much like Double Cyclone and Amy Laser, a lot of enemies are immune to it. Like some of the bigger enemies are just immune to it. Plus, this thing is not very powerful. It's just like these two here. They don't do a lot of damage. The only enemies this thing is useful against are like the spike ball enemies that hop around. So we use it when he can. The charged version is nice. It covers a bigger area and it actually deals damage. But I think Twin Slash is only like a 5, even with the charge. Like, really? You're just better off just using the Buster. You're just better off using the Buster. Crazy. Z-Saber, just the default Z-Saber. Hoo-ha-hoo? Lightning fast. Deals big damage. Like, just Zero's default weapon. How would I rate? How would I rate the Z-Saber? It's like... It's also just a 6? Oh, it could be a 7 just because, like, you know, it's a lightsaber, so it's cooler. They're just shooting things. You have a sword. I'll keep it a 7 because lightsabers are cool. This is effectively a lightsaber. And lightsabers are cool. Z-Saber is cool. Raijin Geki. Getting out to Zero's abilities. There's still so much shit to go through. Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna try to rapid fire these. Raijin Geki. It's a pretty... It can be useful. Horizontal damage. Big range. Pretty good. Only grounded though. I give it like a 6. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hyoretsu-san? Down the ice down stab. It's also pretty good, you know, coverage, jump, hit enemy below. Down stab, pretty cool. I think you can cancel it with a double jump. Ugh. It's not like the best damage ever. I think it's also a 6. I think down stab is also just a 6. It's not like there are better down stabs later on. Kuenzan, the rolling slash, goated, at least a 9. Could be a 10 out of... Actually, no, it's a 10 out of 10. Rolling Slash is a 10 out of 10. Big coverage on area. You can do reversals with it. Meaning you can slash and then press the opposite direction and move the hitbox around. So when you would go backwards, it's actually now hitting the enemy. Reversals are so good. And it comes packaged with a double jump. You can't have a rolling slash without a double jump. So that's cool. 10 out of 10. Really good. Goated. Ryuengin. 9 out of 10. It's like half the boss. half the boss's weakness is Ryu-Engine for Zero because he doesn't have like only damaging attacks in X4. So Ryu-Engine is really good. You know, upward slash. Again, the vertical aspect of Rise of Fire, but this one actually deals like a lot of damage. Something in my throat. Ah! Wait, hold on. Huh. Okay. Sorry about that.
Fish?
Fish. Attempts. Why music stop? There you go. How's it going? I'm ready. Weapons and techniques. Yin Yaku. It's just an air dash. It's a 5. Like literally, it's just an air dash. Like it's a 5. It's going. It's going. There we go. Raku Hoha. Zero's Gig Attack. Raku Hoha honestly sucks. I give it like a 4. It honestly sucks. Like it can be good, but it has to be like close to an enemy if you want this to be good, or just want to clear like a bunch of weak enemies. The projectiles just like stop. They get erased when they hit an enemy. When they hit an enemy, so just it's whatever. I don't like Raku Hoha. Kind of bad. Tenkuha. It's the purple slash, the shot eraser. I'll give it a 6 only because I like the saber color. All this does is like make you be able to slash at certain projectiles and destroy them. Like it's nothing much, but you get a cool purple saber, and I like the cool purple saber. Purple saber cool. Shibuga is a dash slash, which I think is something that Zero should have like by default, but it's okay. At least we can do dash cancels, slash dash cancel. And Shibuga doesn't get in the way because you need to press the special weapon button. It's a button for technique, and it's a technique, so and subside. I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a 6. It's a dash slash. It's cool. Pretty cool. Pretty good weapon. Technique. X5 Falcon Armor Spear Charge. Huh. Spear Charge is like, it's interesting. In X5, your shots don't go through walls anymore, and a Spear Charge goes through walls and hits enemies multiple times. Pretty small, but it can rack up the damage. How to rate this? I give Spear Charge a 6. I think 6 is fine. Like, it does its job. The only thing it doesn't have going for it is that it's pretty small. Is that it's really, really small, so you have to be pretty accurate with it. The Falcon Gig Attack fucking blows. It's a 3. Sure, it's a lot of projectiles going up and down, but like you're not getting a whole lot of usage out of this. It's just not. You're just not. You can get more mileage out of the Giga Crush than the Falcon Armor Gig Attack, if you ask me. Just saying. Just saying. Gaia Charge. Gaia Charge is cool. Funny enough, it doesn't do. It's not like the best against regular enemies, but against bosses, this thing is fantastic. It's an instant charge. You don't have to wait at all. It's a Gaia shot, so it doesn't go across the whole screen. It has like a pretty small range. Against enemies, it's not too strong, but against bosses, it's so fucking good. It is so good. I give it at least a 7. At least a 7. I'm gonna give it an 8. But because it's only really good against bosses. I keep it at 7. I think 7 is fine for Gaia Charge. Gaia Gig Attack is like a 2. I like the Chun-Li Kikosho reference. I think it is called Kikosho. But you're never fucking using this. You're just never using this. If you're gonna use this for something, it's just for like iframes or whatever. The Gig Attack sucks. It's like a 2. You can use it against like Final Sigma, that's it. But even then. Fucking worst Gig Attack in the series, I think. So moving on. Crescent Shot. From Grizzly Slash. It's pretty much like it's funny that they use the Crescent Shot as the basis for the Shadow Armor Buster shot. Like they literally go on the same patterns. It's pretty funny. Friggin' uncharged, pretty underwhelming. It's really not that useful, but charged Crescent Shot creates a shield, and that shield shreds stuff. Like damn, a lot of some of the X5 weapons are a lot better when charged. So if you're gonna use the weapon, you only use them charged, if anything. Because the charge is so good, I think it's like at least a 7 as well. But I'm gonna give it an 8 because the shield really does shred stuff. It is so good. It is so good. Pounded the melon. Wah. Pounded the melon. Pounded the double. Hi, Jacob. Moving on. Try Thunder. I also give it a 2. It's a fucking 2. This weapon sucks. It's freaking Elect Beam from Wish.com. You know what? I'll bump it to a 3. It shoots upwards, downwards, and in front of you. And when it hits a surface, like the up and down beams, it travels along the floor or ceiling. But still, it's really not that good. And the charge, don't even think about the charge. It sucks. Like you summon a thunder, and then another thunder that goes like around randomly on the screen for a couple seconds. It's so bad. It's so bad. The Charge Thunder sucks. Flash Laser is an interesting weapon. You summon a little like worm thing, and you can play like the snake game with it. Not really, but you control the beam going around, and the glow, the tail glow part of this Firefly drone thing you shoot out. Like this deals damage like every single frame, which would be great if when you actually hit an enemy, the tail would hit the enemy as well. That would be cool. You're also completely stuck when using the weapon. While the weapon is out, you're controlling the Firefly, not X, so X just stay in place. And I believe that if you get hit, it gets cancelled again. Of course it does. But charged Flash Laser is really good. It's a laser that goes like across the screen and just damages everything it hits. Every single thing just dies when they get hit by the big laser. I love it. So I give it like a 7 only because of the charge. Only because of charge. Laser is cool. It kills. When it kills, me happy. When the laser kills things, makes me happy. Goo Shaver. Goo Shaver, literally worst ground hunter. But like a really, really worse ground hunter. So I give it like I give Goo Shaver 3. First off, that's a weird fucking name. How is it a... How do you shave goo? Janko, run. This is the Goo Shaver. You're gonna get shaved by the Goo Shaver. This weapon sucks. Charge just summons like ice blocks and they go on a little arc and they fall. Ugh, so bad. I tell you, regret it. Keck. It's what the weapon is called. It's called the Goo Shaver. It is what it is. And the Goo Shaver sucks. Huh. It's like a 3. It's really, really worse ground hunter. So bad. Wing Spiral also sucks. I almost want to give Wing Spiral like a 2. But I think it also gets a 3, if only because you can like cheese it and keep using it, and you keep using it to get height for some shenanigans. It's so inviolable though, but it's funny that you can do that. I give Wing Spiral like a 3. It's also like worse Rising Fire. It's so bad. I never use this thing. Spike Ball is a little bit better. It also suffers from like Double Cyclone and Enemy Laser. A lot of the enemies that you would want to use it on like are just invulnerable to it. I think, I'm pretty sure. But like, it deals some good damage. The charge releases a ball that like bounces around the screen and shreds stuff. So okay, it's fine. I give it like a 5. It's not the worst thing ever. Dark Hold, Zawardo. It's just what it is. It's just Zawardo. Stop time. Tokyo Tomane. I gotta give it an 8. I give it an 8 out of 10. Because it's cool. Everything goes negative. It's so cool. Hi, Kylie. Oh, come on in. Deep bass noises. Deep bass noises, not bass. Hey, Bass! Why must I fight you? We are not enemies! It's because they bass. I want the fish, okay? Ground fire. Ground fire would be better. Again, if it could hit more enemies. Enemies you want to hit, you want to use it on are just invulnerable to it. That's so annoying. Like some of the bigger enemies that you want to use it on, nothing. The ground fire only gets like a 4 for me. It's really just whatever. The enemies that you want to use the ground fire on can be hit by spike ball, so spike ball gets a 5 instead of ground fire. Z Buster, a 1. The X5 Z Buster is a 1. This thing sucks. Don't even bother. Can only be used grounded, and only if you start the game with 0. But why would you start the game with 0 when you only have like this one weak projectile that doesn't even go all the way through the screen? It has short range. It has short range, slow startup. It's so bad. Only grounded, dude. It's so bad. The Z Buster isn't, the X6 Z Buster isn't here, but the X6 Z Buster we get like a 9 or an 8. 8 or 9. It's so much better than this. Though that's not really a high bar to set. Hi, dead meat. Sea Sword. It's just Kuenzan. So I guess like the same rating. It's a 10 out of 10. Rolling slash with a double jump. It's a 10 out of 10. Not much to explain. F Splasher. An improved air dash for 0. Like it damages things. You can go like slightly upwards, slightly downwards. It's pretty cool. It's really nothing amazing. I'll give it like a 6. It's cool. E-Blade. It's just Ryu Engine again, but Thunder. And it like drops lightning bolts while you go up. So it's still damaging things downwards. It's like better Ryu Engine. But it's not like a 10 out of 10. Still, if you ask me at least. How's it going, Deadly? And Kylie. I didn't ask how Kylie was doing. How is Kylie? How's the Kylie? Kylie's even listening again. Sea Flasher. Good. Raku Hoha. 8 out of 10. It's like infinitely better Raku Hoha. The projectiles actually pierce through enemies. They deal a lot of damage. It's really powerful. So yeah, sick. Man, blah. Dang. That's annoying. W Shredder. Also 1. They took away my flash dash cancel. My SDCs are gone. Why did they take away my slash dash cancel, man? My slash dash cancel. This sucks. This ability sucks. It's just awful. You shoot a little shadow that will like go through a dash distance. If it encounters an enemy, it'll slash. The slash is pathetically weak. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. Dark Hold at 0 is the same as X. However, it only gets a 7 because 0 can only do it grounded for whatever reason. For whatever reason, 0 can only do it grounded, so that's like 1 point less for him. Otherwise, it's literally the same thing. Twin Dream is better. Better Soul Body, in a way. Because instead of the clone just doing damage by itself, you actually have to attack. But when you do, the clone doesn't cause like the game to lag with the hits of the saber. So you can really just like start shredding things a lot faster. Like when you use the rolling slash, it causes a lot of lag to the game per hit. With the clone, when the clone hits them, it doesn't cause a lag. So it's actually like a lot better with the clone. But I'll keep it at 7 because if you get hit, the clone just gets cancelled. So you better be good at the game and not get hit while the clone is out. It's very much an improvement over Soul Body. Very much so. I guess. What's it called? Quake Blazer. Quake Blazer is X5's Dow Slash. It gets the same rating as the Ice one, but it's just fire, so it doesn't change much. Now what I should say is just like down slash. Actually, I'll give it a 7 because there's like a slight difference here. When you use the ice one, 0 doesn't stop going down. When you use the fire one in X5, 0 stops for a second and then he goes down. So you can still get some more damage out of it. And you can cancel with a double jump. So you go like down stab, jump, down stab, double jump, down stab again for more damage. Pretty cool. That's a pretty cool attack. So yeah, 7 out of 10. X and Z Saber. I think X and Z Saber is like a 6. Actually, no, I'll give it a 7. I'll keep it at 7, even though it's only like 1 slash. Hey, you get a lot of mileage out of having a Z Saber for X as well. Like the damage is fine. You can cancel it with a dash. Again, you can do sword dash cancel. So yeah, pretty good. Blade charge. I guess don't call it the saber blade charge, even though the blade almost has like an actual charge shot. But consider like this whole package. Let's consider this one the whole package: the charge shot and the blade. The saber charge. The charge shot is pretty mid. It's actually not that good, honestly. But the saber charge variant is pretty good. You get like you can erase shots with this extension here. Deals a lot of damage. I give it like a 6. Where is it? Where did I put it? Here. I give it like a 6. Like as a whole, blade charge is a 6. Jickle Lurkin. Fair. Blade Gig Attack. Nothing really special. It's pretty cool, but it's not practical at all to want to try to use it. So yeah, I give it like a 5, even though it does look pretty cool. It's honestly kind of worse than the Giga Crush, because at least the Giga Crush will hit things. This one, not so much. Not so much. I'll give it a 5. Shadow Armor charge is an 8 though. Actually, I'll give it a 9 because the crest, this like crescent blade saber. I didn't know it had a name. The Engetsurin. Like this crescent here is so damn good. You want to talk about shredding stuff? This thing shreds stuff. You have no idea. It is just like the charge shot. It is the charge saber. I kind of wish we had like an actual charge shot and charge saber for Shadow Armor, so we only get like, but we only get this. So yeah. Still, really solid, really good. It has to be a 9. It is so good. And the Giga Attack, I give the Giga Attack like also like a 9. It's like it's this, but you shoot two other thingies that like rotate around you as well. And again, they're just shred things. It's especially useful against bosses because it hits them multiple times. Like against Diamond Mother, this thing does a lot of heavy work. So Shadow Armor, Charge, and Giga Attack both get a 9, at least a 9. I almost want to give at least the Shadow Armor 10, if anything. They messaged. Why don't I just give it a 9? Or do I give it a 7? Blah! A 10! Why am I thinking like 7s and 9s? 10! Is it a 10 out of 10? I'll give it a 10 out of 10. The charge gets a 10 out of 10. What about the Giga Attack though? I give it a 10. Like they both get a 10 out of 10. They're so good. They're so fucking good. Let's move on. Yamar option is at least an 8. Summon 3 Dragonfly thingies. You can shoot them alongside the Buster. Great coverage. Charge makes them invincible and shooting like for a while. They keep shooting automatically in like a random direction that they are going. Solid weapon. It's not perfect because the terrain will get them. but it's really, really good. Ice Burst. It's also more of a utility weapon. You create a little platform, and you can stand on them. The charge is pretty whatever. Actually, the charge is pretty confusing because you when you dash, you get an aura, and when you dash while the aura is active, you create like icicles that go up and down, or left and right with the Blade Armor Mach Dash to go vertically. I give it like a 5. I think 5 is fine. 5 is fine. I mean, you just create a platform. It's okay. I guess it hurts as well when you want it to. That's 5. You're better off using Magma Blade though. Magma Blade is at least a 7. I don't got actually Magma Blade is an 8. I give Magma Blade an 8. You use the saber, you swing the saber, and it shoots like 2 projectiles. But the best part is, if you use it up close, the projectiles cause damage stacking. So you get way more damage out of them up close than anything. Plus it can be used in the air to like stop you for a second, so you can use it for some shenanigans, some movement shenanigans. In Gate Stage 2 and stuff. I like Magma Blade. The charge causes some stuff to appear from like the left or the right of the screen, depending on where you're facing. It's not like incredible, but it's pretty cool. Before I move on, I need to go to the bathroom. BRB chat. Hold on. I return. Whew. Okay, where was I? Metal Anchor. Right, yeah. Metal Anchor is interesting. You shoot a little anchor thingy that bounces around. Technically it does pierce through shields and stuff. The charge is really cool. You summon like a legion of Storm Eagles. And it's like the only way to deal with hate this stage is with charged Metal Anchor. But again, if you get hit at any point, the whole attack just gets cancelled, which is really annoying. It is really cool though. I give Metal Anchor a 6. Like, you use it when you have to, and when you do have to use it, it feels good to do. So yeah, I think 6 is fine. Ground Dash 1. Actually, I'll give it a 2. Ground Dash, you summon this rock, and then you release the rock. It goes in like a little arc, and then it breaks. It's slow. It's weak. It has like no use other than like interact with the blocks created by the Nightmare Effect of Ground Scavenge stage. Like it's just bad. And the charge is just like you summon a big rock that goes across the screen. The only reason it doesn't get a 1 is because you can do a trick. You can do a trick in what was it? Metal Shark Player stage. You equip Ultimate Buster and an armor that can use charge weapons, of course. So Falcon Blade or Ultimate. Get on the right armor, jump off the right armor, and press a special weapon. You'll get back on the right armor, but the rock will stay in place, and you can hop off the right armor, and everything will just be like unloaded, frozen in time. Even the Crusher, so you can just like skip everything. It's pretty funny. That's right. That's like the only reason. It's like the only use of Ground Dash. That's pretty cool. So it gets like a 2 instead of a 1. Meteor Rain is not that much better. You summon a bubble that goes up and then it comes down. Charge, you summon another bubble that goes upwards and then it starts raining randomly on the screen. It's pretty whatever. I give it like a 4. I only use it because the color is cool. I only keep it equipped because of the colors. Because the color is cool. Guard Shell though. Guard Shell is weird. Guard Shell, you can summon like this little shield here, in front, above, or below you. Like holding the respective direction button. And what it does is it protects you from certain projectiles and sends another one back. And the projectile is honestly really strong because it does a lot of hits before it disappears, like hits per frame or something. So the counter projectile is nothing to scoff at. The charge summons like shells that goes on like the 4 corners of the screen. And you can press the special button again to shoot more projectiles that goes like in an X formation on the screen. You get a lot of coverage with Charge Guard Shell. Plus, you can do the single easiest damage stacking in gaming history by just putting the Guard Shell hitbox over an enemy. And like using weapons that deal like continuous damage, like say the blade charge shot or the Z saber. Suddenly, while this thing is above, like on top of an enemy, your other attacks will just start dealing damage every frame. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I give it at least a 7 just because of that. Guard shell is pretty cool. Ray arrow. I give Ray arrow a 6. You shoot a little projectile thing that goes through like everything. It goes through like at least enemies. It goes through enemies. When it hits a wall, it bounces upwards for some reason. It follows X's Y coordinates for some reason. So if you jump, it'll like the ray arrow will jump with you as well. It's pretty funny. The charge is really good though. You have like this. You summon these big like lasers that go upwards. That for some reason deal like Nova Strike damage to bosses. I have no idea why, but it does. So I think almost for that I want to bump it up to a 7. I think because of that I want to bump it up to 7. A lot of 7s. Welcome back, Ricky. Dinner was yummy? Nice. Oh yeah, Ray Arrow gets a 7. I use Ray Arrow a lot. Like charged Ray Arrow is good because and also charged Ray Arrow is also just makes you invincible. So you don't need to worry about the attack being canceled like Metal Anchor. So that's yeah, 7 is fine. 7 is good for it. Yamara option with 0. Same rating as with X. It's an 8. Yeah, 10. It's literally the same thing. Hydroga 1. This one is actually just useless. You never use this thing. You never use this. You never use this ability. You do the shadow armor super jump to stick to the ceiling, and then you can dash on the ceiling, or use the saber to like summon icicles. Like you never use this thing. You never use this. Literally, and you can't even use it against freaking Rainy Turtloid because the ceiling is too high. You don't even reach the ceiling. You can't even use it against the boss that's weak to it. That's how bad it is. Absolutely useless. It's weird that Zero got like is hogging the 1 out of 10. That's pretty funny. Huh. Shoenzan. Upward slash. It's pretty good. I give it like a 6. It's just like an upward slash with a bit with the. Actually, I'll give it a 7. The hitbox here on this thing is pretty big, upwards. It doesn't cause lag frames, and you can use it as like a combo, as the actual combo finisher. So that's pretty cool. A lot of damage. Yeah, I think 7 is fine. Actually, weapons that have no good qualities, absolutely zero utility. Yeah. Funny, ain't it? Rakujin, the metal blade down stab. I think this one goes above even like the Quake Blazer because it has the same properties where you stop for a second before going down, so you can jump, down stab, double jump, down stab again. But at least this one, when you hit the ground, it summons a metal anchor as well. So that's like a nice bonus from it. Pretty good. My throat. Then we have Sensuizan. Sensuizan is the attack from Grafskavage. And like, this attack is weird because you have to be in the air, you hold up, and you press attack, and you go downwards. You go like in a diagonal. And you just hitting everything all the way. Unlike the down stab, this doesn't cause lag frames. But the input for this is down. Is in the air, down attack. This one is in the air, up and attack. So if you're in one of those rope sections, they have to keep holding up to attach to the rope, and you're playing 0, you have to be really careful when press the attack button, so as to not accidentally do this and Kareem strike your death. So I give this one like a 4. Because the amount of deaths you will have just from the fact that the input for this is fucked up is unfathomable. Like, the ability itself is fine. It's nothing great, but you'll just really die a lot from this. Yeah, right now. Those 1 and 2. Yeah, they did. And Suizan, however, is really, really good. I'll give it an 8. I'll give it Suizan an 8. It's like a quick spin attack that doesn't cause lag frames. You can do like, you can repeat it like 3 times or something in the air. Equip the Master Saber part, and this thing will just deal a whole lot of damage. It's crazy. Plus, you can do the invisibility glitch with it when you have the setup to do it. That's cool. What you do is you can do this attack on the ground or in the air. Use it on the ground, and if you can interrupt the animation in some way by like, in any way, if you can interrupt the animation before it finishes, 0 will just remain invincible forever. So invincible, even spikes don't kill him. It's actually, I'll give this one a 9. It's like it's a 9. It's really good. Definitely a lot of mileage out of this. 0 guard shell, same as X. I almost want to give it like a lower score because the only way to activate it is in the menu for some reason. But with 0, you get a whole lot more utility of the whatchamacallit, the damage stacking aspect of it that you can do. So it keeps a 7, I want to say. Rikoha. Rikoha is probably like the best 0 gig attack. I'll give it like a 9. Rikoha is just so cool. It's so fucking cool. Like, it's just like charged. It's charged ray arrow, but it's like across the screen and it goes downwards. Dude, it is so cool. I saw one of the lists. I saw like one of the lists for this, and somebody put like Rikoha as like one of the worst ones. Like, are you out of your mind? This thing's goated. And then we move on to X7. Now, X7 is like... I can't say much for X7 because I only played it once. I really only played it once, so I'll try to like bring back from my memory. In fact, hold on. X7 weapons videos. We'll just go in on. We'll just watch it on vibes. Purely on vibes. Yep, X-Buster. Mm-hmm. D-Glaive. Huh? V-Hanger. Double Bullet. I don't remember that. Okay, let's just rank those. That we just saw. Freaking the Glide Charge. I would give the Glide Charge like an 8. Because no, it's just the charge shot. Actually, I'll give it a 7. I'll just give it a 7 because it's just a charge shot. It's just a regular charge shot. But I guess like a couple other smaller projectiles around it. Like it's not much, but it's pretty cool. My phone battery's dying, which is not cool. Giga Crash. I don't know. I think it's just like the same as Giga Crush. Might be more useful in 7 because you have like more enemies around. So I think that would be more useful, but I'll just keep it at 6 because I just don't know. What have we? What else? V-Hanger. I think this one might actually just suck a bit because it's so short range. But I don't know. I'll just give it a 4. Like from vibes, it's not like making me feel anything. The D-Glaive is cool though. It looks cool. I'll give it a 6. It has a lot of range, so that's fine. Copy shot sucks. It doesn't deal any more damage than the regular bullets. In fact, you can even upgrade the regular bullets to deal more damage. But that doesn't translate to the copy shot, I'm pretty sure. I give it like a 2. If only because you can't use it to copy like other robots, which is pretty cool, I guess. In concept, at least. Double bullet? I don't know. I'll give the double bullet like a 5. And the ray gun also a 5. I like grenade launchers. I give it a 7. Because I like the grenade launch. Alright, let's check out the other weapons now. Special weapons. Circle Blaze. It's just like... Huh? The charge doesn't change anything? The fuck? Wow. Well, that sucks. That sucked. Did it get to wait? It gets a 1, I guess. Axel literally gets the same weapons as Axel. Why is he even here? All right, Axel bullets. Axel bullets. It's a 5. Like in X7 at least, it's just like Buster that you can't charge from X. So that's what it is. That Circle Blaze did not impress me. Explosion. Wow. Cool. Big ass explosion there, mate. This is so fucking underwhelming. Give it a charge. Supposed to get like a 2. Volt Tornado. Now, Volt Tornado, I remember. This one was actually pretty good. I kind of recall Volt Tornado being pretty decent. I think. What's the charge like? What the fuck is this? Well, from my memory, I think this weapon was actually pretty good. So I give it like a 6. I think it was good at least. That charge was underwhelming as fuck. Splash laser, I don't even need to see it. It's also like a 1. Like, look at this. Okay, the charge is just like poor man's. It's like water version of Ray Splash. Still, it was so bad. So bad. Gaia Shield? Underrated. It's a shield. Sure enough. It would be cool if you actually use it against enemies to see like the effect of it. You know? Slow. Wind Cutter. Okay, Gaia Shield. I think I give it a 5. Let's give it a 5. Like, I bet it protects against... I bet it protects against projectiles pretty good. And that charge was like, okay. It was something different. You know, I would just like to see, you know, it used against enemies. Whatever. What's next? Wind Cutter. Yeah, Wind Cutter. It's a pretty fast projectile, if anything. Again, Wish they were using it against enemies. In all directions. Is there like a better video? Axel showcase, weapon and skill. No. I guess that's what we'll get. Unless this video is better. I don't know, it's just like images. What is this? Alright, let me see here in the... On the wiki, a description for the weapons. I think that'll be better than just watching the video. And watching that video just showcasing them. The fireball that causes a spherical explosion on contact. Enemy multiple times. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, yeah, this is better than just watching that video showing them not doing the things that they should do. Okay, so far that causes repeated upon contact. Okay, so I guess this will, like damage enemies multiple times. I guess so. I think I can improve. I can like. I'll move it up to a 6, even because of the concept. It's pretty good. A slow but powerful, but slow about yet, but no, yeah, it's slow. It is slow. The range is pathetic, so I'll keep it at 2. I'll keep this one at 2. The generates weapon energy pickups. Oh, that's cool. But still, nah. Shoots a beam boomerang that returns to X. Didn't hit anything. Oh, home in on nearby enemies. Ooh, okay, that's better. So in concept, I think Wind Cutter gets like a 6 as well. It's just like Boomerang Cutter. Where'd I put? Where's Axel's? Wind Cutter. Here it is. Give it like a 6. Sky Missile is just homing torpedo. Pierce enemies and it only explodes when it hits an object. Okay. Fires 3 homing missiles at once. Okay. Like, considering Tech 7, is it just like at the same level as Homing Torpedo in the first place? I'll keep it at a 7. And Moving Wheel is just like low budget spin wheel, honestly. So like it's just uncreative, so I'll give it a 5, if anything. And I guess I can rewatch the video for the Zero techniques. They even show Zero techniques? They do, okay. First, Baku Engine. Slam. Okay. So I have Baku Engine, which is the slam, go, it explodes. That's pretty cool. Range isn't all that good, it seems. I don't know. Let me hear a description from the wiki or something. There is nothing here on his techniques. There it is. Kick attack, your buzzer grab causes 0.5. Mounds, you perform an overhead slash, that emits short wave energy. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so yeah, I'll keep it to this one at 5 because the range is not that good. This one looks cool at least, so I'll give it a 6. I'm gonna surround itself in a tornado of electricity. I kind of remember also using this as 0 when it was alright? Question mark? I'll give it a 7. Sweet Edson. Depth. This one looks pretty underwhelming, so I guess like a 4. Show. Yeah. Goku Monken. I give it like a 3. It's just it's so underwhelming. What's a Goku Monken? That fast enemy shots. If an enemy touches him, he briefly stops. But that counter attack with a single slash. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's at least a 7, right? There's so many 7s. So Embu, it's just a wind cutter. It's just a wind cutter. I guess same rating as the wind cutter. What was it? Here. 6. I guess it's fine. Hyunjin? 0 slash in mid-air, releasing a homing energy for the range. Okay, that's pretty cool. I also give it a 6 or a 7. Here's a 7 if it's homing. It's fine. Wow. Cannot perform until as long as the wheel is on screen. That's a fucking 3, dude. The fuck? That's a fucking 3. What is the meaning of this? What do you mean he can't use the thing? He can't use other weapons, but that's so bullshit. As long as the wheel's on screen, he can't use it. Unbelievable. Simply unbelievable. Alright. So after this X7 detour that I just could not, you know, be more professional about it, we move on to X8. Now, X8 I have played a lot, and I know its I know its weapons and techniques. Now we're back to actual proper rating. Rate the weapons. Icarus Charge, the laser, the big one. Now, everybody says this laser, everybody just sucks the crap out of this laser. Like, they say it's a goated, it's whatever, it's all that. This might be a hot take, but I don't think the laser is actually that good. I actually don't think the laser is all that good. It's good, don't get me wrong. But like, it's not the best thing ever, dude. You're stuck in position, and it's a level 3 charge. When you are definitely much better off equipping Hermes' head with Icarus' arms and just spam, and I mean spam the big charge shot instead of the laser. You are much better off spamming the big charge shot than the laser. I give the laser honestly like a 5. I give the laser honestly just a 5. I never use it. I use it sometimes, but most of the time you'll only see me use the big charge shot. Might be a hot take. Might be a hot take. I don't think it's that good. And then we have the Giga Crash, which is like Giga Crush, which is called Crash. It's pretty much the same thing. Honestly, it's like slightly better because it recharges on its own. And the more charge it has, the more damage it deals. It's like one big like damage attack instead of a continuous one hit from the Giga Crush. The Giga Crash is like go kaboom, big damage. And that's how it works. Slightly better, but not by that much. It's just okay. Hermes Charge. Hermes Charge. Yawn. Hermes Charge is cool. You shoot in all 3 directions like Chameleon's thing. It's not as powerful as the like big charge shot, obviously, but it's pretty cool. At least a 6. It's a 6 out of 10. It's like it's better than a 5. Let's be real. It's better than a 5. If you ask me. X Drive. Complete the Hermes Armor Giga move. You're completely invincible, You move fast. Your charge speed is crazy. You shoot 5 shots instead of 3 on the charge shot. Like, X-Drive is honestly kind of nuts. I really like it. I'll give it like a 7. It's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. Shining Ray, though. Moving on to the actual weapons. Shining Ray, it's kind of balls. Shining Ray is kind of balls. You shoot a thing upwards, and it splits up into 8 directions. Or 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, 6. Splits it in 6 directions, and it just goes on. Charged, it just shoots. It just like goes more fireworks above. And it's not that good. You can only use it grounded. And the fact that you only use it grounded is a big negative towards it. Because you could probably use it. You could probably have a use for it if you could use it in the air or something. But no, only grounded. So it's really limited. It's not that good. I give it like a 4. It's fine in the elevator stage, because a lot of things above you. It was just whatever. Squeeze bomb. You summon a small black hole that slowly travels along, and it sucks up like almost all projectiles on it that like it comes across. So it's pretty good. I saw it on the list, and somebody put Squeeze Bomb like a pretty low tier weapon, but I think that they're thinking it wrong, because it's not a damage weapon. It's a utility weapon, and it's a pretty good utility. You suck up projectiles. The fact that in X8 you can swap weapons even when you shoot a weapon and it's on screen, unlike the other games, is a big boon to it. I honestly give like Squeeze Bomb like 6, probably a 7. I only give it a 6 because the charge version, the charge sucks. Like, it looks crazy. You summon a big black hole that covers the whole screen, but all it does is just erase the projectiles. It doesn't do any damage. Like, what the fuck? It's so weird. But because of that, it only gets a 6. But it's really good. It's pretty good. Shadowrunner, on the other hand, is pretty underwhelming. It homes in on targets, which is cool, I guess. But you can only shoot 1. The charge version, you only shoot more. Like boomerang thingies. It's really not that special. The damage is just whatever. I give it like a 5 at least. No, it's a 4. It's a 4, actually. I don't go out of my way to actually use it. I use it sometimes, but it's just whatever. It's a 4 out of 10. Thunder Dancer. Underrated weapon, I think. You shoot a small thunder lightning thingy, and what it does is like it homes in on the nearest target, and then it chains on other enemies around. So if you have a lot of enemies, it goes around the enemies and it damages them as well. It's pretty good. In those rooms, they have to kill like a lot of those like small little critter enemy guys. It's great because you shoot a 1, it goes along and kills the others. It's pretty cool. The charge is also underwhelming. You shoot like 3, but they don't do anything else. It's like 1, 2, 3. Like in this pattern here. So it's just like whatever. And you can only use it grounded again. The Thunder Dancer is a 6. Man, I'm tired. Thunder Dancer, underrated weapon. It's a 6. 6 out of 10. It's pretty good. Melt Creeper. Fucking sucks. Can only use it grounded. Slow. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. The charge only causes like another wave to appear behind you as well. And travel alongside the first one. Backwards. Melt Creeper is just bad. You know, it's just bad. If you can make use out of Melt Creeper, great. I cannot. I simply cannot. I'm sorry. Weapon bad, I say. Drift Diamond, unironically, X's best weapon in X8. It's better Twin Slasher in every way because it actually hurts enemies. You can spam them. The arc, the direction they go is pretty solid. You get like a whole lot of coverage with this, I tell you. You get a whole lot of coverage with Drift Diamond. Charged, you summon like an ice shield, which is fine, I guess. But you mainly use Drift Diamond to spam. To just spam along. Run and spam Drift Diamond, it's so good. Crystal Wall. Crystal Wall is like a 5. You summon a Crystal Wall, huh? It'll block projectiles. Some of them at least. The charge version you can use to like, yeah, it has a random chance of having like a health pickup or weapon ammo pickup as well. You use it for like some secret rare medals in some spot. You charge it and you summon the Crystal Wall. It has a rare medal on it, but it's really nothing special. It's whatever. It has a nice interaction with Gigabolt Manowar when he does his desperation attack. The Crystal Wall will attract the lightning to it, so that's pretty cool, I say. Green Spinner is a missile. It breaks shields, which is cool, I guess. Damage is whatever. The charge. I think every single charge. No, you can use Squeeze Bomb charge in the air. But like, almost all the charges you can only use them on the ground for whatever reason. The Green Spitter on the ground, you charge it, you shoot a missile upwards, and then it splits into 4 and fall down, which is pretty cool. Not very practical, but it's cool. I give it like a 5, if only because it breaks shield. X doesn't really get a whole lot of good weapons in X8, unfortunately. His best weapon here is Drift Diamond, and watch out. Tenshoha. Probably worse. It's worse than the one in X7. Because it's just this vertical beam that hurts on the sides, but it's not like, what the fuck? I give it like a 3. Bad 0. If it weren't like Sunflower that it actually aimed at a certain enemy and then you blasted on it. You blasted on them when you hit the ground? Sure, that would be sick. But no, it's only like on top of 0. Woot. So bad. In fact, actually, I'll put it down on 2. Because of that. It's so bad. It is so bad. Juhazan isn't bad. Juhazan is goated, actually. 9 out of 10. It's one big swing arc. You get a lot of range. Ignores shields. And deals a whole lot of damage. Juhazan is great. Can only be used on the ground, but like I said, big damage and flat out just ignores shields. So whatever protection the enemy has, completely useless. Juhazan is great. You can always count on Juhazan. Rasetsusen is also goated. It's like in Suizan, but unlike in Suizan, you can't go invincible with it. You can glitch it to invincibility. But what it does, you can only use it in the air, and it just spin around. Combine it with the D-Glaive weapon, you get like Omega range with it. And like, bro, the damage you deal with this is so good. You can use it to just stay in the air, save yourself or something. Like, one of the better, like, spinning blade, like, spinning attacks Zero has is Retsuzan. Absolutely. Raikou. Raikou is cool. I give it like at least a 6. It's at least a 6. You dash, you go invisible for a bit, and then when you reappear, it causes a lightning bolt, and the lightning bolt actually deals damage. You can cover some more ground with it on the air. You can use it in the air as well. Get some more distance. The D-Glaive, yeah. Because the D-Glaive is great. It's not like the best thing ever, but it's pretty cool. I give it like a 6. I could see a 7, but I give it a 6. And Koji. Koji is again down stab. It's just a down stab. How did I rank the first down stab? Did I give it a 6? No. Yeah, I did give it a 6. So this one also gets a 6. It's just down stab, but you know, fire again. I don't think you can cancel out of Enkojin like you can in X5 and 6. So I'll just keep it at 6. It's fine. Yoryusho, the DP. You know, it's the good old DP. It's what it is what it is. I think this is like only one hit though, unlike these two which are multi-hit. So I'll keep it at a 7. I'm pretty sure at least it's not multi-hit. If it's multi-hit, then it goes up to 220, but I'm not gonna boot up right now to find out. Reikyodan, I think, is just the orange saber that deflects some projectiles. I'll keep it at a 5. I'll put it at a 5 because it's just Tenkuha. But it's not a purple saber. It's orange, and I think the purple saber looks better than the orange. Yodantatsu is also a 5. Like, it's a forward input. And I think it breaks shields. Like, it breaks defenses. I'm pretty sure. And that's about it. It's really nothing special. But the fact that it does break it does break shield. Like, I give it a 5. You can use it as like a quick shield break or something. There's the D-Glaive. D-Glaive is at least a 9. The D-Glaive itself an X8. It's at least a 9. You get so much range with it. Paired with the spinny ability, boy, you're set. It's so good. It is so good. Renyodan is Yodantatsu, but like with D-Glaive, so it's better. You do like more attacks, more stabs. I guess like a 6. Not that much better, but you know, it's pretty cool. Sigma Blade, broken as fuck. Wait, what? What happened? Okay, here it is. I have to give Sigma Blade a 10. Right? It's huge. Automatically breaks defenses. Deals a whole lot of damage. Actually, this is just a New Game Plus bonus. In fact, I'll just give it like a 9 because it's only a New Game Plus bonus. In fact. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's just like Sea Saber, but it's immense, big damage, and breaks shields. It's great. The B-Fan is honestly pretty mid. Why would you use the B-Fan? In fact, I'll give it like a 4, if only because when you are standing still with it, you block projectiles with it. I think this is just like the same as this part here. The Kyodon? I don't know. I don't use the B-Glaive. B-Glaive B-Fad. I may stick to Saber or Glaive. Sometimes a hammer. Speaking of, T-Breaker. T-Breaker. It's a pretty interesting weapon. It ignores shields altogether, just like Shuazan. You only have one hit with it though. Even on the ground. You only swing it once. It's pretty strong though. And it ignores shield, so it has that as a plus. So it's better than like most stuff. Dainetsui is like the Shuazan of the hammer. Use the Shuazan with the hammer, and they do this, so it's pretty much like the same thing. It's just a big swing, but with the hammer is like a really strong strike on the ground, so it's pretty cool. Me likey. K-Knuckle sucks. That's Seppuku with that. I'll leave it here. It sucks. K-Knuckle is just bad. Like, you punch, your range is pathetic. I think it also ignores shields, but why would you use this instead of like the hammer for better range in that case? Let's see, you get the Seppuku, but like it's not. It's just a lot worse than the normal version. But for the Street Fighter reference, I guess I'll give it like a 4. The Street Fighter references give it a 4. Guns Danhai is whatever. It's 2. I never use the K-Knuckle. I'll be real. I was just sometimes just to do the moves out of boredom or something, because I just want to do them. Raijin Ken is at least cool, okay, so I'll give it like a 5, but it's really not useful at all. You get a dive kick, a la DMC. Maybe that's special. Literally the Shoryuken. But it's a 5 because, you know, the range is still pathetic when we compare to like the here with the saber. It's almost over. We have the copy shot with Axel. It's better than a copy shot. It's like better than a copy shot in X7 because you only have to press the special weapon button. You don't need to charge. I'll give it. I'll just put it at 3. I'll just put it at 3 because it's just copy shot, but you don't have to charge. You still only have 1 on screen though, so it's pretty bad. We're almost there. We're almost there. Okay, now I can finally talk about Axel's guns and freaking X8. Ray gun. The ray gun in X8 is pretty good. It's not strong, but what it does is that it shoots like a barrage of lasers. And in X8 you get like a hit combo, and you have a currency of metals. And the bigger your hit combo when you kill an enemy, they drop more metals. So ray gun, you can use it as like a pretty good like hit farmer. You get a lot of hits when you kill the enemy. They drop more medals. The fire rate is fantastic as well. It's a lot better than his default gun. I think ray gun is like at least a 7 out of 10. At least a 7 out of 10. Spiral Magnum is really good. It's a revolver, and you shoot like one single bullet. You can only have 1 on screen, but it goes through walls, and I'm pretty sure it penetrates shields. It's been a while since I played Vanilla X8. Well, there's only Vanilla X8 and X8 Demake. I haven't played X8 in a long while, so I don't remember if Spiral Magnum actually penetrates shields. I think it does, but I know it goes through walls. And the damage is actually also pretty good. The Spiral Magnum gets like an 8. It's really good. Black Arrow. Black Arrow is better Shadowrunner. Where did I put Shadowrunner? Here. Black Arrow is better Shadowrunner. It does like obey laws of gravity, so when you shoot it, it will fall. It'll fall over, but if there's an enemy around close enough, it will home in on the enemy, so that's cool. And one thing you can do with Black Arrow, if you just hold the button, the firing rate won't be great, but if you mash the button, boy, you can just keep spamming arrows like crazy. Damage is not there. A lot of Axel's weapons don't deal a lot of damage. But the fact that you can just keep spamming this like some crazy dude, just spamming arrows that just home in on targets, it's really good. If Shadowrunner could be spammed like Black Arrow, it would be way better. It would be way better. plasma gun. You get like this electric shot here that, if I'm not mistaken, it breaks shields. So yeah, the range is short, but it's a pretty wide shot, and the damage is also pretty good, honestly. So this one I also give a 7. Axel has really good weapons here. Flame Burner is just a flamethrower. Nothing special. It's just a flamethrower. I think it's just like Fire Wave. Fire Wave, but gun. Ice Gatling is just like also just a Gatling gun. Not bound. Ice Gatling. Nothing special. You just keep shooting. You can break shields like in the Axel bullets if you just keep shooting. Damage is just whatever. But no, it's just a thing you get for beating a boss. So these are just whatever. These are fine. 5 out of 10. Bound Blaster. I think Bound Blaster is like his weakest gun because you can only have like 3 at a time, but they bounce around, and they're like pretty awesome to look at, I guess. I honestly never used this. I give Bound Blaster like a 4. It's really not that useful. Blast Launcher, however, is a 9. This one's a 9. You shoot a grenade, it explodes. Explosion. Kaboom. I think the grenade itself also just breaks shields on its own. If not, the explosion also just breaks shields. So that's also good. Another instance of you can mash the button for better firing rate. So you can only have like 3 grenades at a time on screen. But it's better than only having like 1 at a time if you just hold the button. Yeah, Blast Launcher is really good. And then finally the extreme weapons that we will have to watch a showcase of them again. Mega Man Extreme weapons. And I'm just gonna rate them based on vibes. Rate them based on vibes. I should play the extreme games eventually. They're not showing weapons. Well. Strategy wiki. This one. On the Phantom, maybe we get like. Nope. Oh, I guess we'll just rate them on the vibes of the screen, I guess. Of what I see. Ray Claw. Looks like the Slash Man weapon. If it behaves like slash man weapon, that's pretty cool. Out of assumption, I'll give it like a fair 7. I hope this is good. Marine Tornado, more like Storm Tornado, I think. 7 out of 10 as well, just because it's Marine and I'm Marine. I didn't play the Extreme games. I tried playing Extreme 1 a long time ago, but I just dropped it eventually. I don't know, stopped playing it. I don't think I even beat a boss. Yeah. Tri Thunder. Is this Tri Thunder? Is this just like Tri Thunder from X5 or something? No. Actually, let me pull up that strategy wiki page again. At least we had some info on the weapons itself. Pierce through all enemies. Split vertically. Special none. Air dash. Speed burner is just speed burner? Straight up speed burner? There's fire wave. Fire wave. What are these weapons? I don't know. Oh, fuck it. Bullshit rating. All vibes. Tri Thunder. This does not look pretty good. Friggin' where's actual Tri Thunder? 3. Fire wave. Literally just fire wave? 5 out of 10. Strike chain. Green strike chain? Where did I put strike chain? That's 6. Okay, cool. B bomb. Parasitic bomb? 6. Sonic Slicer? It's just Sonic Slicer? Okay. Where did I put Sonic Slicer then? I'm gonna put it at 6 or something? No, I put it at 7. Okay. I also get to 7. If it's Sonic Slicer, I don't know, man. I just don't know. Tornado Fang. Tornado Fang is a 4. Did I put it at 4? Did I put it at 3? 3, so it's a 3. Tornado Fang is a 3, so it's a 3. Rising. 7. Because it's dodge of fire, I guess. Fish Fang.
Fish.
I'll keep it below Ground Hunter just because. Fire Wave again. This is 3 Fire Waves, okay. Drill Crush, Down Stab. It looks like 6. Tri Thunder, Charge. Okay, this one gets like a 5. Or no, I'll give it a 6 because it looks like the thingy. Lightning, Woot. Lightning. I like lightning, I guess. Earth Geyser. 6, I guess. Dash. A 1. Zero Final. 8, I guess. Oh my god! I can't believe I did it. I ranked there. I ranked all the X weapons. Oh my god. It is done. No, it's not. There's still the classic series to go through, but I'm not doing that today. That's it. From now on, how many more lists do I have to do? Classic, Legends, Zero, and ZX, which are just one. So 3 more lists, which will be added to this one. It will be added to this one, so this list will just be a complete clusterfuck. This will be a total clusterfuck. But for now, I just wanna raid. I'm tired. I don't wanna eat something. La 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 la. Let's raid this friend here, Nikuda Hiroyuki, a friend of Mapachi's, I believe. I've been in their streams a bit. Their streams comfy. Ugh. So next week, get ready for classic Mega Man weapons. Get ready for the classic weapons, baby. I guess the Legends weapons, I'll just go on vibes because I don't remember. Like I don't think I even know most of them. I don't even know most of them. Good God. I try to be quick, but I couldn't. I had things to talk about. Whatever. Let's raid Nikuda, and then see you guys on Sunday. Not Sunday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Play God of War. Continue God of War. Data Boy. Data Boy. Fariki's happiness. We continue Portuguese voices. I'll play the whole game in Portuguese voices. Because yes. So take care, everybody. See you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day, night, whatever. Bye-bye! Bye!
Wow, that's... God damn it, we barely started with 30 minutes. Well, at least it's better than later. Let me set up right. I got the... Anyways, hello friends! Thank you for your rating to me. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Though, did not expect it to be